Hello. Look what Mrs. Jane is cooking up. A nice plate of rocks. Well, because we are beginning to learn about rock formations and weathering and erosion, um, the different types of rocks, I thought it would be fun to pick up a little bit of information here as we look at some rocks I keep inside my house. These are some of my favorites along the years. I just piled them in here. I've got some nice big polished rocks over the years. I've got rocks that students have given me. This one in particular is from South Africa. I don't know if you can see the little indentations there. I think some animals lived there before it hardened into a rock. I often wonder if this is a piece of ancient pottery that maybe I picked up. Look, it certainly looks like it could be out in the desert. Maybe a Paiute Indian formed a little bowl or something out of that. I've got cross sections of rocks. Lots of those. Lots of students have given me rocks over the years. I love these especially. And I've picked up several at museums and things. This one in particular is interesting. It's a prehistoric animal. I've got some volcanic rocks that are very lightweight, porous. We'll learn a little bit about those. Fool's gold, lots of that. Iron pyrite. You can see how somebody might get excited if they found something like that and didn't know what it was. Got a lot of quartz. It's pretty, isn't it? I don't know if you can see, the lighting is weird here, but it's pink. And I've even gotten some petrified wood. It's hardened into a rock. Look at that. Conglomerate. Lots of different things that harden together. We'll learn about that. Here's my Petroskis. This is one that my daughter got me for Christmas from Lake Michigan. It's been polished. This one is also from Lake Michigan. This is from Tesla, one of my favorite things. Love it. A lot of these types of rocks you can find in Nevada. Maybe you've found some as you've looked around. I love that because it looks like a triple decker. Isn't that something? Now this is a core sample. Boys and girls, we would have seen some of this as we toured the mine, McCaw School of Mines, when they were looking for, minerals or certain, maybe some precious metals. They would core down through rock to find, samples of what was under the ground. And this is one of those samples. Somebody gave this to me when I was a little girl, and I've always loved it. Oh, again, some nice big specimens there that have been polished. They're so pretty. I've got lots of polished rocks. I think of you, Dennis, when I look at this. but you know, the lemon jade and all these things that we can get at museums, and many of these have been given me by my students along the years. Lots of real pretty tiger's eye. There's tiger's eye. Yeah, lots of beautiful little treasures from the ground made by God alone. Again, cross sections. You can find those lots of times, and aren't they beautiful? Very fun to look at, these things. You know, the inside of a rock. From the outside, they may look a little rough and not very interesting, but the inside tells a whole different story, doesn't it? This looks as if it's another, it may have been at one point, I don't know what you think, a shell of some type, a shelled animal that's hardened into a rock, petrified. Might be wrong, but I like to think that it may be. And this is from Rome, not anything real, it looks like a heart, doesn't it? This is from Jason and Alex, my Korean friends. They also gave me something from Switzerland. I don't know if I can find it. This is from Red Rock Canyon. Treasure from our own home. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Wow. Found at Lake Mead. This is part of a cobblestone in St. Louis, Missouri. Probably shouldn't have taken it, but I couldn't resist. I was thinking of Mark Twain, and beautiful. So I've had this since I was a little girl. Very pretty little rocks, treasures that you find as you look down, as you're walking. God has given us so many beautiful things to look at. I can't read it. I should have worn my glasses. I like to write on my rocks so I can remember. This is from Alan, my daughter's boyfriend. This is from Iraq. A rock from Iraq. But it's so fun to, I may never go there, but I'm holding something from Iraq right now. Look at that interesting thing. So fun. So boys and girls, what do you collect? What makes you happy to collect? I'll tell you, this another weird formation. It looks almost like a little rose or a peach pit. But it's a rock, and I've had that since I was a little girl also. Anyway, just thought I'd bring you into my home and show you a few things that I have. I don't know why these rocks make me happy. I just love them. And when you bring me something from one of your little trips, it always is so interesting.